What if this coming year, instead of consuming more, we created more? One thing I realize is that I don't need more information or inspiration. I need more action. I want to enter this year feeling more alive. Most of us aren't stuck because we don't know enough. We're stuck because we're too busy consuming instead of doing. I don't want to look back on this coming year or my life for that matter and think, wow, I spent way too much time scrolling on my phone, looking for inspiration and not actually doing the things I wanted to do. Hey y'all, welcome back to Reel It In. I'm your host, Reed Cox, and this is your go-to destination for self-improvement and creating the life you've always desired, all while keeping it real. If you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Reed. Today we have Ragnar, my amazing husky, joining us. Say hey, Ragnar. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you never miss a future episode. Throw me a like, leave a comment. Now let's get into it. Does anyone else feel like they spend way too much time researching or looking for inspiration or just mindlessly scrolling on their phone and not enough time actually doing the things they say they want to do? I am one of those people. I am sure I'm not alone, but moving into this new year, we have about 2 weeks till 2026. I really want us to be conscious about how much we're inputting versus outputting. We're inputting versus outputting. We are constantly taking in content, whether it's through our phones, TV screens, driving down the street looking at billboards, podcasts, TikToks, YouTube, Instagram. We're always getting so much advice coming from every which way. And it's easy to justify taking in all this content as we're doing research for our own work, or we're looking for life advice that we don't already have. But really, at the end of the day, if you look at how much content you're consuming, it's so much noise that it just drowns each other out. Scrolling online and justifying it as self-help can end up just being procrastination. We feel busy, but we're not really fulfilled. And I've noticed that in my own content creator journey and creating these videos and posting on TikTok and just sharing more of my life with y'all, I do find myself wasting time scrolling, looking to see what everyone else is doing rather than just actually doing what I need to do to get my content out there. And I know I can't be the only one doing this. What ends up happening is we end up becoming overstimulated, overinformed, and underexpressed. We're scrolling on our phones looking for the confidence, that missing piece that's going to give us the confidence to do what we need to do. But the reality is, output is where confidence comes from. The confidence you're looking for by scrolling is going to come from doing, not consuming. And also, life doesn't happen on your phone. Life happens when you get out there into life and interact with other people or your dog. By actually getting out there into life and having interactions with other people and putting yourself out there in different circumstances, that's where you're going to get the inspiration for your content. That's where you're going to get the inspiration for whatever you're doing in life. So this coming year, instead of sitting on my phone, scrolling mindlessly and justifying it as inspiration, instead, I'm going to have office hours and they're going to be first thing in the morning. I'm not going to get caught up in scrolling first thing in the morning. From 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., those are going to be my office hours. That's when I'm going to be making videos, writing my blog on Substack, writing scripts, practicing my public speaking skills, actually doing the thing and not researching the thing. I guess scrolling and researching can be done in like my free time when I could be doing really anything I wanted, but I don't think research really counts as doing the thing anymore. Every time I feel better about my life, it's because I'm producing something, not consuming something. For so much of my life, especially in my 20s, I feel I would throw myself into the research mode of something that I was trying to do rather than to actually doing the thing that I wanted to do. I was still doing the thing I wanted to do, but I would just waste too much time researching and just looking for someone else who I thought had the special key to unlock the door of what I wanted, when really that key was within myself. This is all about going back to our intuition and going back to our inner self and trusting our inner guide that we know what's best for us. We know the next right action to take. We know what to make that next video about. We don't need to scroll online to figure out some other idea to rip off from someone else. And your output doesn't have to be perfect. I'd rather you do output and have it not be perfect and have it be, like, quite frankly, bad than not do anything at all. Because you don't necessarily have to share it with the world. I'm the kind of person that does believe that when you make something, even if it's not perfect, you still should share it. But Just by creating something, you get those creative juices flowing. You get the inspiration flowing. And next thing you know, you have another idea and another idea. For me, this is all starting by putting my phone away. I know that there are those apps where you can like put the app on your phone and it can take away your ability to look at certain apps after a certain amount of time on them. I'm going to try to not do that, but I'm not afraid to do it if I have to. But I'm really going to try to limit my phone time because I feel like just by being on your phone all the time, it's just sucking the creativity out of my life. And trust me, I know it's hard. We basically are all living on our phones now. To do anything these days, you kind of do it through a phone. So putting my phone away is going to be the biggest thing for me this year. And the next rule I have for myself is to create something before I consume something. I think that's just such an easy rule for yourself. Each day, before you consume anything on your phone, make sure that you create something first. If you're on TikTok, make sure you film a video and put it out there before you scroll. If you're on YouTube, make sure you create a YouTube video or do something involved in creating a YouTube video, whether it's writing a script or filming something. Do that before you start scrolling on YouTube and looking for your next big idea. I am currently 22 weeks pregnant, and I just keep thinking about how I want to be so present for my child once they arrive. I'm due in April, and I think of like, God, all these new moms, like, is everyone just like scrolling on their phone while they're sitting with their baby? Like, I really just never want my child to see me on a phone. But I know it's like so hard though, because like we're on our phone for everything. But I really want to start now, come January. I want to start then working on not being on my phone all the time, because I don't want my kid to see me doing that. It's not normal. Knowing that I'm about to become a mom has really changed how I view how I spend my time already. I'm like hyper aware of how I spend every minute of my day. And what I've realized is that I waste a lot of time just scrolling. It's gross. Like, I don't know however else I can say it. What I really want to do is just become more intentional with how I spend my time. If I want to allot 30 minutes in the afternoon to scroll, that's fine. But I don't want to be just picking up my phone out of habit when I don't know what else to do. Instead, I want to take that urge to pick up the phone. I want to take it and throw it into creation, throw it into creating something that I actually have to show for my day. I just feel so much better about myself when I'm actually creating output rather than just taking in all input. And yes, there are some days where we just need to rot on the couch and watch a TV show and binge watch Friends and just do a whole lot of nothing. Those days are necessary. But for most of the days of the week, I'm really going to get more intentional about how I spend my time. And I think this could be a good one for us all to take into the new year. That is it for the day. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Again, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you never miss a future episode. And I'll see y'all next time.